Yeah.
For what? It ain't even
That was cool.
No, I seen him in Hawaii. He said that it was all content because I asked him about it. So y'all be thinking like he tough and stuff like that. That nigga just an old nigga that's just trying to live his life. You get what I'm saying?
He wrote books. He got music. I don't know the nigga. You know, now if I see the nigga, we all come from the same jungle. It's the old YA. It's the old 1,000, 1,000. And it's what it is.
Yeah.
So you done sold your soul for likes, clicks, and views. That's how I look at this shit right here. You done sold your soul for likes, clicks, and views. And so this past Friday, Wack 100 and Luce Canyon, they made an appearance live on Back on Fig for one of Back on Fig's probably most recent viewed videos. Not to say that they don't do a lot of views and then that shit, but like this was one of the ones that really, I mean, they had like 8K people up in the live chat. I mean, they was going up on this episode right here. And on this episode of Back on Fig, though, Wack 100 and Luce Canyon, they discuss, you know, all kind of topics, right? But once again, they pushing this lion ass narrative, though, right? These is two cats that like they feel like they geniuses, right? Because they get on here and they motherfucking just say the most left field shit, right? Or I don't know where, you know, they've got truth mixed in with a lie and a lie mixed in with a little bit of truth, and they got this shit all over the board, right?
Weeks ago.
We can speak on
you
the
know what I did a couple weeks ago.
He
what I did a couple weeks ago.
He saved his son.
Couple
because
weeks
we
ago,
had him dead
I'm
bang.
at home, I get a call. What they say? What they say, with Luce?
They said, "Do you want us to get him? Get Wack on the phone."
And I get on the phone. I said, "What's up?" They said, "Wack, we looking at J Diggs' son right now. You want us to get this nigga?" What I tell him?
You said no. Leave him alone. This is facts.
Real
He
on my
spared
mama.
him.
So, nah, leave him alone, bro.
What's the old people? Like, I fuck with JD's. I know him.
You
like,
missing the point. See, this is what I'm saying. My name is the Drake name of captions. I don't know this nigga. Never seen him, talk to him, did no business text him. He used the fact that I was cool with Blue Da Vinci to start mentioning me.
That's a rat.
But yet, I guess dude's a rapper or some shit. I don't know nothing about no romper room game. I don't know nothing about none of that shit. So, with them mentioning me, guess what? His biggest thing in the last 2 years been Wack 100. Never seen him, talked to him, text him, did no business with him.
Right.
So it was a clout move. So when somebody called me saying, Wack, we looking at his son, you want us to get him? No.
Because it wasn't no real beef with you.
No,
that's
I'm not
some
doing
shit.
that.
That's it's on him.
Not doing that.
Yeah.
For what? It ain't even
that was
no.
cool.
No, I seen him in Hawaii. He said that it was all content because I asked him about it. So y'all be thinking like he tough and stuff like that. That nigga just an old nigga that's just trying to live his life. You get what I'm
He
saying?
wrote books. He got music. I don't know the nigga. You know, now if I see the nigga, we all come from the same jungle. It's the old YA. It's the old 1,000, 1,000. And it's what it is.
Yeah.
We got to get down.
Off the rip. But other than that, it's hard for me to. It's so many niggas that I really got a reason to do something to that I can be irritated about than to be tripping a nigga that's utilizing my name to push his name on the internet. I get it.
Okay. So you get the content part of
I
it.
get it. Bro, look, if I know I don't know you, you don't know me, right? And you just start seeing me because your name is hot. And now from that,
I gotta respect it. But so if
Tell me in the last 2 years, what you know J Diggs from?
What I know him from? I know him from his music. I've been listening to him since 2000.
in the last 2 years.
What I know him from? Nothing really. Just going at it with you.
Yeah.
And you going at it with a nigga that ain't never went at it with you. I don't know the nigga.
If you a man, if you got something swinging between your legs like that, and you get up on here and be on this like weird ass whole shit where you disrespect another man on those type of levels, and then you just want to retract it for motherfucking trolling and be cool in real life, you are a certified bitch. And there's no getting around that shit. By no means. You are a certified bitch, and you can't get away from that. Never, ever, ever in life. I don't give a fuck what mask or what paint you put on your face. I don't give a fuck. And when we look at this situation right here with Wack and J Diggs, right? We look at this shit like Wack has clearly been running and turning this shit down. But in Wack's mind, right? as long as he don't run into the man in the streets, he don't never got to get down with him. He's too rich to ever have to run into this motherfucker. And if he does, he got security, he got all this shit, right? He got, you know, they're going to do whatever. At the end of the day, there's no spine though. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how the man's head be sitting resting on his neck like that, but like, he ain't got no spine though. You know what I mean? In my opinion right there. And you know, Jay Diggs really is one of the last motherfucking dying breed of real rappers that really come from that era. You know, Jay Diggs did a gang of time in prison for the bank robberies and all kinds of shit. Mac Dre did his time, got out, kept his, could have told, never folded. You know what I mean? And, you know, at the end of the day, like, I would love to see Jay Diggs just knock Wack out, though. I'd like to see, like, you know, I'd like to see him go around or two, but I'd like to just see him lean into that motherfucking power. Yeah, lay that motherfucker down, though. Man, motherfucking made the best man win. And at the end of the day, like, we ain't never gonna see that shit, though, right? We ain't never gonna see, all the motherfuckers that be talking on this shit, right? Motherfuckers will say they gonna kill you in real life, but we ain't seen, man, I think the only motherfuckers that got into the ring that I know that was really with it was Bosco and motherfucking Nina Boy, right? And I know motherfuckers will say something, that fight wasn't no good or none of that shit right there, but at the end of the day, at least they had the motherfucking, they was able to get in a ring and get down with one another in front of the world, win, lose, or draw, though. You know what I mean? A lot to be said, whether they fighting styles, whatever it may be. You know, I give a man that right there. He stood on that right there. You know what I mean? But a lot of you motherfuckers and them motherfuckers, a lot of motherfuckers on YouTube, right? They character mode. They don't got a problem with striking your channel, you know, sliding that kite up underneath that door when they walk in the chow or when the guard walking at night. You know what I mean? Wondering why a motherfucker's cell getting raided, but it's just, it's not the streets, it's YouTube. You know what I mean? You know, prison, we wouldn't have did that, but in YouTube world, we can do whatever. We could have been locked up 20, 30 years, but we get on here and motherfucking portray, you know, a whole motherfucking character rather than who we really are in real life for likes, clicks, and views. So you done sold your soul for likes, clicks, and views. That's how I look at this shit right here. You done sold your soul for likes, clicks, and views, and motherfuckers ain't making that much on YouTube. I mean, them motherfuckers making money, but I mean, let's be honest on some of these motherfuckers' channels, bro. If you think that money that YouTube is putting in your pocket is some money, you ain't really had no real money. I could tell you that right now, because if you sold out for these measly pennies that YouTube and shit and internet clout gives you right there, man, you done sold your soul for a motherfucking jelly roll. And that's my Sunday sermon right here when it goes into, you know what I mean, all this shit right here. You know what I mean? Like, watching this shit with Wack 100 and Jay Diggs and shit, it rubs me the wrong way. They should have been got down a long time ago. Like I said, I've been waiting to see Jay Diggs just lean on this motherfucker, but that's probably never gonna happen. I wish they would. I got bets on it. Whoever want to Cash App, Zelle, whatever we talking about, I'm taking all bets on Jay Diggs whenever this one come around. But let me know what y'all think down there in the comment. You know how we do this. We hit a like on the video before we get up out the video, because we watched the video, you feel me? And we gonna sub up if we want to see the next one up. I'm going to the next one.
Ain't nigga that ever happened to you, nigga, when you got on Instagram and said something about me today, huh? Nigga, I'll be back in the back, nigga. As soon as I get home, nigga, I'm on A5, nigga, with these blue things, nigga. When I get back, nigga, I'm gonna be on A5 in Hollywood. Where you been at, nigga? They ain't told you, nigga, I been out there, nigga, bumper down, nigga. Hand on D trigger.